giant spiders, even bigger daddy long legs, mosquitoes, bed bugs. There's lots of stories in the media about how these creepy crawlies are invading our homes because of the weather. Now, I'm here with David Cross from Rentokil, and he'll tell us how you can keep these bugs out. Now, let's get started with the main one, David. We've heard a lot in the news about big spiders. From your experience and the experience of your colleagues, is that the case? Are we getting bigger spiders now?
Not necessarily bigger spiders, but I think what we're doing is we're seeing more spiders because it has been a good spider season. We've had a very long, quite warm summer, which has been very favourable to populations of other insects. What we've found, therefore, is the food source of the spider has been very plentiful for quite a long period of time, which means although spiders are not getting bigger, they're not genetically evolving or anything like that, what we are experiencing is some very well-fed spiders this season. While they tend to be tucked away into underneath the floorboards and maybe in the darker, quieter areas of the house during most of the year, during the autumn, the males are out prowling because they're ready to mate and they're looking for females.
What other insects are you getting calls about? Are they on the increase too?
Populations tend to be very dependent on the temperature, the length of the summer, and in many cases, whether or not the previous season was a good one or not as well. So let's take, for example, the wasp. We are seeing quite a lot of wasps this year, and the chances are because of that, we'll probably be seeing even more wasps next year, provided the weather conditions over the winter are good for them. Flies are another insect. They do like their rotting vegetable matter. We are finding that houseflies are remaining active longer this year than they have done previously.
And so I guess the million-dollar question is, what can we do to prevent these things from entering our homes? What would your advice be?
Keep the doors closed, keep the windows closed. Exercise good housekeeping. Make sure that you haven't got any, from the housefly point of view, any putrefying or rotting waste food in the kitchen. Make sure that goes out of the house, and make sure as well that regularly vacuuming, knocking down cobwebs and things like that is enough of a disruption usually to keep the house spiders away and drive them into the quieter corners of the house or even out of the house into the garage, the garden shed, where they're not really going to be a problem to anybody.